Hello my dear friends, I'm Kirill and today we will take a look at new LEGO Technic set 42160. This is once again a scale copy and the original car is Audi RS Q E-tron. To be honest, I've never heard this name before I met this set. But anyway, this set is quite interesting. It has remote control, of course via Control Plus system. It has 3 motors, one control hub, one Bluetooth hub, and it has a lot of interesting pieces and some new pieces that will be useful in your own creations. Let's go! At the first 2 stages we have a lot of interesting pieces and also some new pieces. For example, these new wheel hubs without reduction but compatible with these heavy-duty CV joints. Also these CV joint connectors with shorter axis part, and now we can create classic scheme with differential gear in the center. Yeah, here we have 2 heavy-duty differential gears, and now we can create very well known construction. I believe for the first time it was introduced in 8070 set, so differential gear in the center, then 2 CV joints and then wheel hub. And now this construction is really reliable because here we have new upgraded differential gear, new upgraded CV joints, and this completely new CV joint connector and wheel hubs, of course. Also here we have 4 shock absorbers with stiff spring, a lot of beams with perpendicular holes, some basic gears, pins and connectors, 2 long frames, and by the way, for the first time this frame is in red color, and I've already assembled the first step, and now we will take a closer look to it. The building process starts with 2 motors, one motor for steering, one gearing here, and 2 gear racks. So yes, this system has 2 gear racks, and to reduce backlash these links have small inclination. Now the driving shaft is horizontal, but the link has small inclination. It has half stud offset, half stud vertical offset. In the center we have heavy-duty differential gear, then CV joints, and then wheel hubs. And at the second stand we also need wheels. These 43mm wheels are introduced in red color for the first time in this set. It's cool. And also here we have absolutely new tires in LEGO Technic and in LEGO. They look really cool, very cool tread, and the dimensions are 41.5 millimeters is diameter and 28 millimeters its width. After the second step the chassis is finished. Here we have the third motor to power the rear axle. There are no common shaft between front and rear axle. The control hub separates the model completely, and we can play with this model. And in this configuration the model has the maximum performance because there are no additional body weight, no additional panels. Now we can use this chassis as a base for your own creations. Maybe you can add lighter body for better performance. And this is a Control Plus profile. We have steering on the left and accelerator on the right, and what I really don't like is this control profile, that you must use this button, brake, to stop the model immediately. You can see I release the button but the model continues to go. It's very irritating. I don't know why and who decided to do it. But with, yeah, if there are some dangerous situations, dangerous obstacles and opportunity for model to fall, you must always remember that you must push the brake, otherwise the model can find a very dangerous situation. The third stage contains a lot of black pieces, black panels in different shapes, a lot of black beams, including beams with perpendicular holes, and the most interesting piece is this curved gear rack. Each quarter contains 15 teeth, and these pieces have been introduced for the first time in LEGO Star Wars set AT-AT, an exclusive and very expensive set, and this Audi actually is the second LEGO set where we can find these very rare and unique pieces, and unfortunately here we have only two, so we even cannot create a full circle. After the third stage, the model looks like an experimental buggy, and to be honest, I like how it looks now. Maybe we can play with this model because it's lighter than the complete model after all 4 stages. And the first step has also a lot of black panels, big panels, small panels, and these relatively new types, 1 pair of this and 1 pair of this. The building process wasn't boring. A lot of interesting techniques are used here, and some sub-assembles are installed on unusual angles. It's cool. But in general, of course, it looks like a bunch of black panels, and of course I haven't applied lots of stickers. And now it's time for short test drive. So, what I can say after my test drive? First of all, this car has better performance than Buggy 42124. It's quite obvious because here we have an extra motor for drive, and also here we have all-wheel drive instead of rear-wheel drive in that old set. But of course, if you played with some RC toys or if you used in your creations LEGO buggy motors, then this model will not give you a lot of pleasure because it's quite slow. Only 2 large Control Plus motors for this big and pretty heavy vehicle, so it will not be an interesting playing process for you if you play it with fast cars and fast motors. Then this model is quite boring. But what is good here, we can do a lot of experiments with this set. We can improve it significantly to my mind. First of all, for heavy off-road we can lock differential gears. Also, I think it's quite important to improve the working range of the rear suspension. Front is quite nice to my mind actually, but the rear suspension has very small working range. And it's a good idea to add a common shaft between front and rear axles to combine the power of motors and to equalize the load to these driving motors. And maybe you can replace this very heavy body to something lighter with less panels or without panels at all, and this car also will perform much better in this case. And most of all, in this set I like the set of pieces. Here we have new wheel hubs compatible with heavy-duty CV joints, also new CV joint connector, and new tires and wheels in new color, and 3 motors, heavy-duty differential gears, a lot of panels, so it's quite nice set. Speaking about pieces and pieces that can be used in your own creations. So in general, as a toy, it's not a perfect set, but of course it's not the worst Control Plus set. And I think this set can add a lot of useful and interesting pieces to your LEGO Technic workshop. And that's all for today. Please share your thoughts about this set below the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!